Valor, according to the NCAA, more than 7% of high school students go to play on in college, and less than 2% of athletes get recruited to play in Division One. Let's find out how we can start the recruiting process with Valor's Assistant Athletic Director, Zach Wilson. Hi, Mr. Wilson. How are you?
Hello, Avery. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. So my first question was, how does an athlete begin the recruiting process?
Yeah, well, you threw out some good stats there, and so if you really think about 7%, it's that means 93% of high school athletes aren't going to play college athletics, and so I say that because if you're able to do that, it's quite an accomplishment, regardless of what level of college athletics you play. To be in that 7% is a pretty big achievement and a pretty cool thing. So, I always tell student athletes that I work with that, if you really want to play college athletics and you have some semblance of talent to do that, then there is a place for you out there somewhere. There are a lot of opportunities out there, but I think one of the keys to getting started at recruiting is being very open-minded to what those opportunities are, right? I think a lot of people automatically go to that, that Division One sort of college athletic path, which is great. Everyone should, I think, have those aspirations, but there are a lot of other opportunities outside of Division One to play college athletics too. And I think understanding that and having an open mind to what that could look like, because there's a lot of great programs, a lot of great schools to attend, and a lot of great sports to play out there where you're going to get an amazing amount of fulfillment and satisfaction across all sorts of different levels. So starting there and knowing that there is opportunity out there for me, I think is the best place to start.
Perfect. So finding the opportunity. What, in your opinion, are colleges looking for in a student athlete?
So I always say there's really three things that any college coach is going to want to know about a potential recruit. The first thing that they're going to be asking themselves is, does this athlete have the level of talent that it takes to play at this level, right? And so that's going to be always the most important thing for them, because their job is to win games at that level. And so they want to make sure they're bringing in people that can help them win games. The second thing and real thing just behind that is, can I get this student admitted into this school? And what that means, right, is that grades matter. Grades matter earlier in your career and throughout your high school career, because one of the first questions I get is, okay, I'm interested. Can you send me this person's transcripts? Because they want to go, okay, what kind of grades am I dealing with here? One, can I get them in? And number two, even if I can get them admitted, do I have to worry about the type of grades that they're going to get being a part of my program? And then number three, as important as the other two, is what kind of human being, person, character am I bringing into my program? College coaches want people that are going to have tremendous work ethic, that are going to be great teammates, they're going to be highly coachable, they're going to have aptitude. They want student athletes that they're not going to have to worry about when they're out on their own on a college campus, and that's a really important factor.
So going off that last point, does your social life outside of the sport in high school affect the college's decision of recruiting you?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt, in a couple different ways. You know, First, the decisions that you make at the high school level can definitely play a role in your college path, whether you're in athletics or not. And so, making sure that you're making good decisions while you're in high school, both as it relates to academics, as it relates to what you're doing on the field or on the court of your individual sport, and certainly what you do outside of those things, most importantly. So there's no doubt it matters. Another example of that is, what people do on social media. The easiest and quickest way for a college coach to research a potential recruit is to get on social media and see what they're doing out there. And if your social media presence is not good for whatever reason, college coaches take notice of that. And so I tell every student athlete I work with, make sure you are really, really careful about how you use social media, because it is going to be looked at as one of the first identifiers of who you are as a person, as somebody begins to recruit you.
That makes a lot of sense. And how do you even begin to get noticed or in contact with a coach?
Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different resources. I'll talk about a couple of the resources that we have here at Valor. Obviously, my presence here in this role that Valor provides as a resource to our kids is unique, right? There's nobody else in the state of Colorado that has this type of job at any high school. There's probably only a dozen or so that have this across the country. So having this position here that I'm in as a resource for our kids, as somebody who has experience, helping place a lot of kids in a lot of different sports throughout many different college opportunities. That is, come talk to me, I guess, is what I'm getting down to. Come talk to me, set up a meeting with me, and we can get you going in the right direction. On top of that, a major player that we have here, again, another resource for the student athletes at the school, is we have our own recruiting software that makes it very easy to get a lot of information out to coaches, and it makes it a very easy way to communicate with them. Now you add all that up to providing really good positive answers to the three questions that I said a college coach was going to ask. You put all those things together in a real way, and you can get down a path pretty quickly. I would recommend that if somebody here wants to play college sports, get with me as soon as possible, particularly if you are a junior or senior right now. I'd love to meet with kids as early as their sophomore year. But if you're a junior or senior and you have interest in playing college sports, we need to get together fairly quickly here.
Well, thank you for meeting with me today. And now we know how to begin the recruiting process and what the next steps are. So thank you for your time, Mr. Wilson, and thank you for listening, Valor.